Have you ever been in a relationship with someone who seemed to disappear without a trace, only to return when you least expected it? What if that person wasn't just an ordinary ex, but someone whose behavior was manipulative, selfish, and toxic? You might have been involved with a narcissist, and one thing is for sure, they will return. The return of a narcissist is never a peaceful one. Can shake your emotional world, leaving you uncertain, confused, and vulnerable. But here's the thing, while their return may seem inevitable, how you react can make all the difference. In this video, we will explore the behavior of narcissists, why they come back, and most importantly, how you can be prepared when they do. You won't want to miss this insight, because understanding how to handle a narcissist's return will empower you to take control of your life once and for all. When you're in a relationship with a narcissist, they often make you feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells, never truly able to relax. They demand attention, admiration, and validation, yet they're incapable of giving the same in return. Narcissists can disappear for days, weeks, or even months, leaving you wondering whether you've done something wrong. But rest assured, it's not about you, it's about them. Their need for control, admiration, and validation keeps them coming back. You might be wondering, why do they return? What do they want from you? And how can you stop the cycle? These questions will be explored in depth, so make sure you stay with us until the end of the video. Welcome, friends, to today's deep dive into the world of narcissists and their manipulative ways. If you're here, you're likely someone who's experienced the emotional turmoil of being involved with a narcissist. And let's face it, dealing with a narcissist is not easy. They often come across as charming, self-assured, and irresistible at first, but their manipulative tendencies can leave lasting scars. So, what happens when a narcissist leaves your life only to reappear later? Why do they do this, and more importantly, how can you be ready? Before we dive into the core of today's discussion, let me invite you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, and share this video with anyone you know who might need to hear this. If you're dealing with a narcissist or know someone who is, the tips we discussed today could make all the difference. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Now let's talk about narcissists and their behavior. Narcissists are often skilled in manipulating others. They thrive on attention and control, which can lead them to play emotional games that leave you feeling drained and confused. When a narcissist feels they're losing control, they might suddenly vanish from your life, only to return later when they sense that you've moved on or become emotionally available again. This return is typically not out of genuine care, but out of a need to reaffirm their superiority and control over you. They want to remind you that they still hold power over your emotions and actions. Why do narcissists come back, and why does it hurt so much when they do? First thing you need to understand is that narcissists see relationships as a means to an end. They use others for their own validation and to fill the emptiness inside of them. When they return, it's not because they miss you or want to rekindle a loving relationship. It's because they want to be admired, to feel important again, and to have their ego stroked. They thrive on knowing they can still manipulate you and pull you back into their web of control. Now, you may be asking yourself, how do I prepare for their return? How can I protect myself from falling into the same trap again? First step is to understand the nature of the narcissist and recognize their behaviors. Narcissists often come back with an apology, but don't be fooled. Their apology is not genuine, it's simply a tactic to reel you back in. They'll promise change, only to fall back into their old ways once they have you emotionally entangled again. To be ready for their return, you must set clear boundaries and stick to them. This is crucial. Narcissists will test your boundaries, and if you let them, they will break them. If you've been through the emotional roller coaster of a relationship with a narcissist, you know how easy it is to be swept up in their charm and manipulation. But setting boundaries is not just about saying no to them, it's about taking control of your own life and your emotional well-being. Let them know that you will not tolerate their toxic behavior. It's also essential to recognize the signs that a narcissist is trying to re-enter your life. They might start by sending you texts or emails, making small talk, or offering to meet up casually. They may pretend to be remorseful for their past actions, but remember, this is part of the game. Narcissists are expert actors, and their apologies are often part of their manipulation strategy. When they come back, their goal is to keep you hooked, but you can stop this cycle if you recognize the warning signs and remain firm in your resolve. So, what can you do when the narcissist reappears? First, take a step back. Don't respond immediately. Take time to reflect on how they made you feel the last time they were in your life. Consider the emotional pain, the manipulation, and the lies. Recognize that their return is not about love, but about control. If you've spent time healing from the relationship, don't let their return undo the progress you've made. Next, seek support. It can be incredibly difficult to face a narcissist on your own, especially when they've managed to manipulate your emotions. Surround yourself with friends and family who can offer advice and help you stay strong. Talking to a therapist or counselor can also help you process your emotions and create a plan for handling the narcissist's return. Ultimately, the most important thing you can do when a narcissist returns is to trust your instincts. They may come with promises of change or with a sob story to evoke your sympathy, but you know the truth. You know what they're capable of, and you deserve better than to be caught in their toxic web again. Dealing with a narcissist's return can be a challenging experience, but the key to navigating it successfully is to remain grounded. Narcissists often have predictable patterns of behavior, and once you recognize these tactics, you can better manage the situation. The more you understand their manipulation methods, the easier it becomes to avoid being drawn back into the emotional turmoil they create. One of the most important strategies for handling a narcissist's return is to maintain strong boundaries. Narcissists often test your limits, trying to push your boundaries or make you doubt your sense of self. By standing firm in your boundaries, you protect your emotional well-being and prevent them from re-entering your life on their terms. Another critical aspect of dealing with a narcissist's return is trusting your instincts. Narcissists are skilled at presenting themselves in a way that may seem charming or persuasive, but deep down, you know the truth. Trust your gut feelings, and don't let their manipulative tactics sway you from what you know is best for your mental and emotional health. In addition to trusting yourself, it's important to seek support from others. Whether it's friends, family, or a therapist, surrounding yourself with people who understand your situation and validate your experiences can help you stay strong. Their perspective can help you see through the narcissist's facade and remind you of the importance of protecting your well-being. Remember, if you found this information helpful, don't hesitate to share it with others who might be going through similar experiences. By sharing your knowledge, you can help others recognize the patterns of narcissistic behavior and give them the tools they need to protect themselves. You're not alone in this journey, and there is power in supporting one another. Finally, as you continue to heal and move forward, I want to remind you to always remember your worth. You deserve relationships that are based on mutual respect, love, and care. Stay empowered, stay strong, and know that you are worthy of a healthy, nurturing relationship. Keep focusing on your personal growth and take care of yourself as you move forward on your path to healing.